everybody, it's Chris Holzer with Livin Outdoors, bringing another turkey hunt and awesome story from the Peterson Outdoors Ministries Military Chaplain Turkey Hunt in April of 2013. Peterson Outdoors Ministries hosts the Military Chaplain Turkey Hunt every April. The lodging for this and the kind of home base area is provided by Brad Harris with Southern Cross. At all Peterson Outdoors Ministries events, the morning starts out with a devotional. Due to the early sunrise of this hunt, we were there at 4:30 to eat breakfast, and volunteers were there even before that to get breakfast set up. The devotion was done by a good friend of mine, Doug Gilmer. Doug is a Senior Chief Petty Officer in the United States Coast Guard, as well as the Reserve Command Senior Chief in Alaska. He is also a Professor of Adventure Leadership and Outdoor Ministry at Liberty University. And along with those, Doug is also the editor for Grandview Media. The dude's got a resume a mile long. He is awesome. After getting a great word to think about during the hunt, I met up with Scott to devise a plan. A slot had opened up a couple days prior to the hunt, and Tron called Scott Hettinger to see if he'd want to fill a void.
Tron sends me a text on Tuesday morning. Will you be around on Friday? I'm getting the text, and before I can respond, he sends another text. Will you be around Friday morning? I'm thinking, yeah, just wait a minute, I'll send you a text so you'll know. Then he calls before I can send the text.
Scott Hettinger is the volunteer coordinator for Peterson Outdoors Ministries. He had intended on coming to this hunt just to help out and serve and just to do whatever he could to help.
He says, do you want to hunt Friday morning? I said, you'll be turkey hunting? He goes, yeah. I said, well, of course I want to hunt Friday morning. He goes, be there Friday morning, and you're going to get to hunt that morning.
Joining us on the hunt today also will be Galen Lynch. He's another volunteer that goes to church with the Petersons. We were out and loaded by 5:15 to go meet Donnie Simpson at Camo Ranch headquarters. Once we got to the ranch, we had to get all of Scott's stuff out of his car, get it put into Donnie's truck so we could take him out to the field.
Actually, let's start from the beginning. You guys have got to pick me up to put me in the truck because my power chair is too heavy to go out on this wet land. These guys pick me up, put me in this pickup truck, transfer me in there, put my manual chair in the back, drive me out to the land, transfer me out of the truck into the chair, and I'm not a small guy.
Missouri and Kansas has been pounded with rain this spring, and we're looking at another 2 or 3 days of rain continuing from what we had already had. It had rained all night and continued raining into the morning, and when we got there, we knew we were going to get a little break in storms, but it wouldn't be much of one.
I remember you actually saying, Chris, the rain's coming. We better do this pretty quickly.
When we get set up in the blind, it's like flashing lightning, like severe thunderstorm, like a lot more than just like a little sprinkle. This is absolutely terrible turkey hunting weather, but hey, it just goes to show you that God's in control. This hen comes out and it is like downpour. She don't care. She just hungry. She mills around for probably a better part of 30 to 45 minutes, but we still have yet to hear a turkey gobble.
She's out there, I'm going to say 30 plus minutes walking around. And if we wanted to, we could have spit on her. I mean, she was that close.
We were sitting there filming this hen. She kind of walked off to the left side and we're like, well, I don't know what to do. I'm watching the radar, seeing the storm come in, like, golly, like we need to get something happening within the next 30 minutes.
8:09, he says to me, it's golden hour. The rain starts to slow down a little bit. And I look over to my left again and I see the head come out of where that hen went in the woods. I said, there she is again. And Dottie goes, that is not a hen. Hold still.
these two birds come in, and one of them is a stud. He's got a rope, but not only a rope, he's got a little miniature rope to go on top of it.
And Donnie's going, just wait, just wait, just wait. Let him get some film, let him get some footage on this thing. I'm let him wait a week, I can't see him anyway, so that's all I can do. All I can see is the back half of him. And my gun is pointed right into the inside of the blind. So if I shoot, I'm gonna blow the blind up. Takes me, pushes me back to the right. I go, hold on right there, and I got myself sighted in. And he goes to put his finger back in his ear, about right here, and that head, that turkey went just like this.
You kind of see the one in the background like drop down, like he knows what's about to happen, like he's seen this before. It worked out perfect. As that bird came down, I just knew Scott was going to be taking a shot because it was the first opportunity he had. So I zoomed in a little bit closer to get the action.
That thing is a rope, man.
Yes. The turkey dropped. You guys went crazy. He's going crazy. I couldn't tell what the turkey was. You guys were saying that thing was huge. It was huge.
Dude.
I'm glad you waited, but at the same time I was like, look at the size of that bird.
You know what happened now? I'm sliding him around over here. His barrel is set
I couldn't
here.
get it.
He can't. It was too far to the left. So I said he's got to go to the other way.
Yeah.
Just wait.
As soon as he did, I popped him.
I mean, bam!
That was cool. That was cool.
That was awesome. Congratulations.
Oh, that's sweet.
That is a beast.
Hey, that thing is huge.
Monster. Scott's not a military chaplain, but has an incredible story in faith that really touched my life.
What a
How
freaking
cool is that?
I mean, that couldn't have been any better.
I graduated high school in 1989, had a basketball scholarship, and went to school in Iowa to play basketball. And while I was up there, I really got caught up in alcohol and drugs and quit basketball, came back to Missouri Southern. When you're 19, you're bulletproof. And then society has such emphasis on sports. And I was a scholarship athlete. So with 19 already on top of that, you add to that scholarship, I really thought I was above everything. We were a week away from finals, and we were at a soccer party, and just celebrating finals coming up, and left about 10 o'clock to go home to get up the next morning to go play basketball. And I woke up in the hospital to find out we were in a car accident. We hit a car head on. I was the passenger in my car. The gentleman that we hit was in a very large car. He actually pulled over, and we hit him, and he was parked. We hit him. And fortunately, by the grace of God, I'm the only one that was hurt. The driver of my car walked away, the driver of the other car walked away. I had whiplash and broke my neck. I was paralyzed from my Adam's apple down. I actually do remember laying in the car with my head down and hearing the guy yell, "Scotty, get out of the car." And I couldn't move. Felt like somebody had taken thousands of pounds and put it on my back and was pushing me down. I couldn't move, and I was just laying like this. I tried to get up, and I could see my feet, and then I said, "I can't move," and I went out. I can't move, and that was it. Couldn't breathe, couldn't talk, my heart was shutting down, my lungs were shutting down. Everything about me was shutting down, and they prayed over me to prepare for death. The fourth day, I'll never forget this, blood pressure stabilized, my temperature dropped, my heart strengthened, They came in and they said, we're not sure what's going on, but he's stable, we're going to go in for surgery. We know what's happened. God came in and said, okay, if you're ready, I'm going to help you. Let's go. So they stabilized me and did the surgery, 15-hour surgery. Came out of the surgery and they told me, told my family, well, 4 days ago he was paralyzed with his neck down, and we're not sure, but he's got a chance to recover. I came back from the hospital 6 months after I was paralyzed, and spent about a year and a half trying to figure out who I was going to be, and really struggled with that because all the friends that I had were still trying to do the same things we were doing. I remember being in the hospital telling my mother before I could even talk, because I couldn't breathe, they had me on tracheotomy. I remember mouthing the words to her, I needed to talk to kids, tell kids about this. Meaning talk about alcohol and drugs and stuff like that. Went to my high school basketball coach's house on January 4th, 92, and he asked me point blank if I had died that night, if I had went to heaven. I couldn't answer yes. So I stayed that night in his living room. Yeah, I graduated college in 96, and as I said, I knew immediately that I wanted to help kids, so I went into psychology. And I got a degree in psychology, but I didn't want to be a psychologist. I wanted to coach. I wanted to be back in basketball again. So I graduated with a degree in education. I taught 15 years. Just retired in 2011 from the education system. My job now is helping people with developmental disabilities, teaching them how to have better lives, helping them become better self-advocates, helping them have control of their lives, their homes, their jobs, things like that. That's my job now. I'm getting paid to do that. And I told them when they hired me, I'm doing something, you're paying me for something I'm sure to be doing anyway. The gentleman was paralyzed on Thanksgiving this last year, and he's from Web City, and they called me shortly after having people call me, so I talked to his wife while he was in the hospital. My wife and myself wanted to reassure her, life is not over. If anything, life is getting ready to begin. You're just going to change how you do things. Just because you're disabled doesn't mean things are going to stop. You're just going to change. The thing that they're going to have now they didn't have before, which I have, you have an appreciation of things. I have appreciation for the sun comes up now. When a flower opens, my daughter smiles. When my wife gives me a kiss. Those are things that we take for granted a lot. And I still do that sometimes too.
He chose to get up even when the doctors told him to stay down. He's another reason of why I'm so passionate about filming hunts like this. Peterson Outdoors Ministries does multiple hunts like this every year, and every single time I'm absolutely blown away. All of us at Livin Outdoors are considered blessed to be able to help such an awesome organization. It's more than just a hunt. They're following up with these guys daily and for years to come. They're the perfect example in my book of what a ministry is.
I just got to tell Tron, just thank you. Thank you for what you've given me, for allowing me to be part of your ministry for the last year and a half. Not only blessing me with the hunts and meeting these soldiers, but my family is being blessed because it's making me a better man, a better father, a better husband to my family. Donnie, thank you so much for taking me to the land. Galen and Chris, you guys, you made this possible. I pulled the trigger, and I'm the one getting the credit for that. But there's no way any of this would have been possible without you guys. Without God being in your lives, there's no way you would have blessed me. So this is a blessing beyond means. I want to say thank you to all you guys. And I say thank you to God for allowing me to do this. So beautiful. My reaction to the accident was, man, you messed up. You were boneheaded, messed up. Now what are you going to do? And just go. We can't stop. We got to go forward. So 22 years later, here I am. I probably had 4 or 5 days that I've thought wasn't worth it. I should have died that night. The chair makes me who I am today. I'm a Christian because of being in the chair. I'm married to a wonderful woman because I'm in the chair. Have this experience with you guys. If I wasn't paralyzed, I wouldn't be doing this today. And so I don't want to call it a gift per se, like a present, but being in a chair has been a gift of life for me. It's been a blessing because of the experiences I've been able to have in the chair. The chair doesn't define me, but the chair has given me opportunities I never would have had otherwise. So beautiful.